Hey, and welcome to Chillie Chats. This is another episode, another edition of Chillie Chats. On this, the 28th day of February, 2020. Been a really busy day today. I've been going since about 2 o'clock this morning, pretty much nonstop. But I have been looking so forward to this day for a long time now to bring back my good friend who's been here before. But we've got a couple different topics today to talk about. So let me introduce you, if you guys don't already know her, to Emma Teace. And there's Emma. Hey, Emma, welcome back to Chillie Chats.
Thank you for having me. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Feels like ages.
It's been a while. Let's see. I don't know if I'm getting a feedback from me or a feedback from you.
I'm in completely silent room.
You're in silent mode. So that is I've got something that I'm getting the feedback from. So let me see if I can figure out what the devil that is. Facebook. Oh, that should be off. Figure out what the devil that is. Not sure. Anyway, oh well, I'll ignore that. I can hear it in my earpiece, but I don't think anybody else can hear it. So
it sounds good.
I'm terrible on technical issues. So they suck. So anyway, all right, we have two topics to discuss today, and both of them I'm pretty excited about discussing with you. But first, your major project that you've been working on for I don't know, a year, your Cruise Academy.
Yes.
Tell me about the Cruise Academy.
So this has been a long time coming. There's nothing I hate more than seeing friends or family book their first cruise and it's just completely wrong and really expensive. So I made a course which takes people through finding a cruise, booking a cruise, going on the cruise, with the focus being on just saving money everywhere.
Okay. And what gave you that idea?
I just hate seeing people make ridiculous mistakes. And I thought to myself, my friends often come to me and say, I'm going on a cruise, sit down with me, tell me everything that I actually need to know. And I thought, I can't do that for everybody. So I'm going to put it on the internet in a little place and then people can follow it logically.
Okay. And you are now open for business?
I am.
I guess you want to call it that?
People enrolled. We have a few graduate and make it out the other side already, so that's really exciting. Had great feedback so far. It's been really nice. By the end of it, it took me months and it was driving me just I was going mad, but I'm so glad I did it and it's been good feedback so far.
Okay. In business, what did you say? Yeah, I was going to let you answer a question, and then you stop. If somebody wants to learn how to cruise Emma style, what do they do?
They do it as cheap as possible. I think it's really important to book at the right time. It's important to not pay for things just because the cruise line tells you that you have to and that they say that it's a good idea, because it's not for everybody. I don't drink that much and the cruise line tells me constantly that I should be buying these drinks packages and these expensive excursions, and it just doesn't make sense for everybody. So think about yourself. Don't just listen to the cruise line, because of course they want your money at the end of the day. It doesn't have to be that expensive.
All right. And how do they get a hold? Do they approach your academy via Facebook or via YouTube, or somebody wants to come and take your lessons? I mean, how's the best way for them to get to you?
You can get to it through all of those places, but I think if you go on cruisingisn'tjustforoldpeople.com, that's the most direct route.
All right. And of course, folks, in case you don't know it, that's Emma's Facebook group, of which Bonnie and I are members. Matter of fact, Bonnie is one of Emma's moderators, and Bonnie says, hi, Chillie and Emma, by the way. She's with us.
Hi, Bonnie.
And she says, I downloaded the Honey app that Emma suggested. Okay.
Good.
Awesome. And for those of you that don't know, our second topic today is from where Emma spent her time last weekend on the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady.
I did.
And before we get to that, I mean, let me also point out to my viewers and Emma thinks that Bonnie is Bubba. Bubba is the dog.
I don't think that.
Bonnie calls it Bubba, and she's now changed that on at least on this channel. So, but anyway, Emma and I collaborated on her video that she made. Her video was marvelous on the Scarlet Lady. It told what she liked and what she hated about the Scarlet Lady. And I was able to steal Emma's video and use some clips on it to basically promote her video because it's marvelous. So you guys, you can check out in my channel Emma's video. But so let's talk about this. Before we talk about the Scarlet Lady, I have to ask you about a quote that you made. You said, and I might not get this exactly right, but the soap was black. The toilets were weird shaped, and everybody was naked or something close to that. So I want to ask you about the naked part.
Yeah, so we saw a show, and it was all kind of interpretive dance and things like that. There was a red team and a blue team, and they didn't like each other. They did all this kind of gymnastics, and then in the end, they just all stripped down to their underwear. And I'm talking very small, and you're very close to the stage, and you can see everything.
I gotcha. Okay.
Bizarre. I've never seen anything like it on a cruise before. It was kind of like the Quest game show.
Yeah. Okay.
But the actual entertainment, really strange. I mean, it was entertaining, very entertaining, but we all sat there and looked at each other like, and they had you know, in the circus they might swing around by big, like, you know, when they kind of swing through the air, but they did that, but it was on a chain instead of on a nice rope.
Instead of on the bar thing
by her neck,
yeah,
attached to a chain, and it was just oof.
Wow. Okay, so let's go back to the top of the Scarlet Lady. You're on it for the weekend.
Yeah.
And Emma, you're like me. You and I never find anything bad about a cruise. Never.
Nope.
And for either of us to say anything negative, it's got to be pretty substantial. And you were not at all in favor of the Scarlet Lady. So give me a rundown on why.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm in any way hard to please. I've cruised in out of season Costa cruises, inside cabins, as cheap as you can go on a cruise, and I've never complained about it because I think the price matches the product. Where I'm really confused with Virgin Voyages is they're marketing themselves as this amazing luxury, better than everything else product, and I went on board and they missed really basic cruising things that would get really annoying. There was no drawers or any storage apart from the main closet. Nothing, not even one drawer for chargers and adapters. No bedside tables. The bathroom was tiny. The light switch was in the wardrobe. And it's just little things like that I wouldn't even normally mention, but it would annoy me if I had paid $400 a night for that cruise. So for the first time in my life, I don't know who I'd recommend this cruise to, because if you're going to spend that much money, you can go on a Disney cruise or a Viking cruise. You're up there with the really luxurious cruise lines. If it was the same price as Royal Caribbean, maybe I would think it's a quirky alternative. But I just don't know who this is for. And it's supposed to be for me. I'm 25. I should be the exact perfect person for it. But I wouldn't spend that much money on it. So
So they missed the boat.
Yeah.
All right. One of the things that I did not use your portion of the clips from your video on about food. Tell me about the food on the Scarlet Lady.
Well, that's tricky because I was supposed to arrive for lunch and we had such bad weather that it took 3 hours to embark. And then there was no lunch, there was no food, and I only had one meal on board, which my dining time was 8:30 and my main came at 10:30. So at that point I would have eaten anything. I'm sure the food is really, really good and they have 20 or so dining options on board, but I didn't really experience it. So I kind of just left that out of my review because I don't think it's not fair to base it on one meal. I mean, it was fine, it was nice, but not really the full experience.
All right. Tell me about the swimming pool.
It's the smallest swimming pool. If you just went to a shop to buy a little one for summer to put in your garden, that's probably bigger than the main and only swimming pool on Scarlet Lady, which is, it honestly looked like about 4 people could stand in it and it would be done. And I don't know how this is going to work because it's cruising the Caribbean, and we've all seen the pool deck on Caribbean cruises where everyone is stood to just, I don't know how it's going to work. It's such a strange design choice. Because people like pools. That's not a question. People do like pools.
Yeah. Well, my standard procedure, I go to breakfast, and usually I like buffet breakfast most of the time. And right after the buffet breakfast, I go to my little neighborhood bar there on the pool deck and get my Bloody Mary so I can get my vegetable levels up for the day.
Good.
And sit in the hot tub with my Bloody Mary. And that's how I spend my mornings on a cruise most of the time. But
sounds amazing.
The pool, yeah, I'm surprised about the pool. That was shocking to me. I want to compliment you on how nicely you handled dealing with big fat cruisers like me. You handled it nicely about what happens to us in the showers that are small and the bathrooms that are small.
So small.
We get poked in places you don't want to get poked. And then getting in and out of chairs and booths is a problem for fat people.
If I nearly got stuck in a chair, and I'm not overweight, and it makes me think someone could be double my size. They're not going to get in the chair. Yeah. I'm sure every cruise line has some chairs that are not appropriate, but still, it was just things like the shower. I felt quite uncomfortable getting into the shower. So it's just the bathroom is just a rectangle, and one side's the shower, one side's the toilet. The door's in the middle. And it swings both ways, but if you wanted to swing it into the room, you'd have to stand on the toilet. And I don't know how you would even get in, if you're a big person, how you'd actually get into the bathroom and close the door, because it was so small. Never seen half the size of most normal cabin bathrooms. And I don't know why. It didn't make any extra room in the cabin. It didn't really feel like it was I don't know where they lost that space.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, I don't mind teasing about my size, but it seriously is a problem for us fat folks. The other thing that I'm wondering about, how wide was the door? Was it a normal size cruise door, or was it a little wider or a little smaller?
Well, I didn't notice the door, so I assume it's a normal-ish size door. I think the cabin is generally pretty narrow. It looks narrow. I didn't think that when I was in there because there's so little else in there that I guess it feels quite spacious, but I think in terms of actual space, it's quite a lot narrower than all the other cruise cabins.
All right. Well, the reason I'm asking that, Bonnie and I both are scooter around customers. We have to have the scooters to get around the ship. Neither one of us can walk much distance anymore. We're too old to get out and walk like you can. But when you have to bring the scooter in the room to plug it up at night to charge it.
Yeah.
And
would be-
all right, the 2 cruises I was on last week, like 2 weeks ago, the Zider Dam, it would not fit in the door. So my room guy would take, when I came back to the room at night and I was done for the night, I give him a heads up, and he would take my scooter downstairs wherever, the staff goes to live.
Yeah.
And he'd plug it in down there, and it would be back at my room before 6 a.m. because I'm an early riser. It would be back at my room, charged up and ready to go the next morning at 6 a.m. Now, on the Carnival Sunrise, the door was 1 inch wider, but that 1 inch allowed me to get the scooter inside, and then I could take it past the bathroom and turn it in toward what's actually the couch, so I could walk past the scooter to get to the bathroom if I was in the room. So
Yeah.
the little things like that for somebody like me, and of course Bonnie doesn't have to worry about space because she's about this thick.
I'm not sure about the door, but even if you got in and got past the bathroom, the space between the ends of the bed, I don't think you're ever going to get past the sticky out bit. So yeah, we'll have to wait till someone tries it. I can't wait till real people get on board.
Okay.
And see what happens.
All right, we got to stop here for 1 second. Emma, I've got to stop for a commercial break. So we'll be back in 30 seconds with more from Emma Teace, Chillie Chats with Emma Teace. Do you have a bad back, bad hips, bad knees, or any other mobility issues? Think about Scootaround. For scooters, walkers, wheelchairs, even oxygen needs, delivered right to your cabin. Scootaround for all your mobility needs on your upcoming cruise. Okay, we're back. Chillie Chats with Emma Teace.
Commercial for what we were just talking about.
Okay, all right. Let's see. We got some comments. I know Bonnie's with us. Let's see what else Bonnie has to say. Oh, she thinks the entertainment was awful in the cabin. Nope, not for me. She's not going to be a fan either. Chili's healthy breakfast, a Bloody Mary. Oh, absolutely. I believe in getting the vegetable levels at the highest possible level for the rest of the day. And Virgin keeps sending emails. They want me on their ship. For some reason, I haven't gotten on their mailing list, but fine with me. I realized, in this space, I've got to be able to talk about Virgin Cruises. I've got to hear from people that like it too, I hope. Especially when it gets over here on this side of the pond, which is coming up in 4 weeks or so.
It's going over right now.
Oh, it's on its way now. Okay, so it'll be here sooner. So it'll be in Miami. I think
there's a few press cruises going on.
Yeah.
To their island, which looks amazing.
Yeah.
It wasn't great that I viewed it in England in the pouring rain. Everything was tied down. We couldn't go outside to certain places. Probably didn't help, but a cruise ship still has to work even if it's raining, I think.
Sure.
So.
Well, and you know more about it than I do, because I've always been one to go. I head for hot weather anytime I go on a cruise until May. Then I'm going cold weather. It'll be the first time I've been on a cold weather cruise. Although the last 2 cruises I was on, even though they were in the Caribbean, it was windy and rough seas and not cold, but it was too cold for me to sit in the swimming pool. I'll tell you that.
Oh. So
yeah, I was probably more so because of the wind than anything. But yeah, they were too. Well, of course, and it's the time of year. It's in the middle of winter. You can get cooler weather. But anyway, I'm heading to Alaska in May, so it's going to be that's going to be cold.
That'll be amazing. I'm very envious.
I'm looking forward to it. I have fought going to Alaska forever, and I finally decided, this year I'm going to do it. So I'm heading to Alaska. Bonnie fussed at me. I'll tell you this story since you know Bonnie. She fussed at me because I did not book Holland America, which I loved Holland America. The Zuiderdam was fabulous.
Yeah.
Or Princess, because they're the two best Alaskan ships.
Yeah, I'd always think Princess.
The problem of both is they don't do squat for a solo cruiser. So they make you pay double. And Norwegian, and I have nothing against Norwegian. I was on Norwegian last fall on the Sun. Norwegian at least gives the solo cruisers a break. So since I'm looking at more money for the Alaska cruise than I spend on a normal Caribbean cruise, it was amplified. So I booked on Norwegian. So I'm going on the Jewel.
That would be amazing.
The other thing that I got from you, and this is all because of you, Miss Emma, is trying and deciding that I can certainly not mind being in an inside cabin or an ocean view cabin, because I can do 2 or 3 cruises for the amount of money I'm spending, and it's worth it to me. If I can do 3 cruises for what I'd spend for one, I'm going to do that. So
exactly my thinking. Sometimes balconies are double the price, and I just think 2 cruises.
Yeah. So I have started thinking like Emma does, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. Yeah, this will be the first year in my life I will have done, when I get back from Alaska, I will have done 4 cruises in 5 months. That's, for me, that's a lot. And I'm already looking at least 1 or maybe 2 more before 2020 is over with. So I'm enjoying that part of being old and fat and mostly retired. So
good.
And now if we could just get YouTube so they pay me for the videos and the live streams that we do. So most of the people on this channel know that we've had problems with them dinging us when we talk about health issues.
Yeah. No, they did me the other day as well.
Yeah. So, and that's, I still can't. It probably will be tonight before I hear back on my appeal, but they dinged me for my video on your video, which I had absolutely nothing to do with any health issues.
No, I didn't mention it.
I'm thinking maybe because I'm talking about Scarlet Lady, and they're thinking, oh my God, he's talking about something obscene.
No, don't start. No, we can't start.
They don't seem to know anything about what's going on in the news, especially in our space. So, okay, let's see what else Bonnie has to say. Tony from Lita Luca was just on the MSC Divina. He liked the shower door opening in. He could man spread on the toilet. Wow, Bonnie.
I love Tony.
I'm not going to comment on that. I think that's funny. I didn't have problems on the Westerdam, had a handicapped accessible cabin. Well, now I have not gone that far as to ask for a handicapped cabin. That probably, I should do that when I book, and if they're available, and take it.
I mean, Scotland massive ones. If you want an accessible cabin, they're huge. Yeah.
She always asks cruise line the size of the door. Yeah, well, see, Bonnie, you're smarter than I am. That's why I like you so much, because I'm dumb as a brick sometimes. There was no way the scooter would fit in the cabin on the Scarlet Lady. I didn't think so either. The first thing I thought of when I watched Emma's video. I think she had posted it for 30 seconds when I was watching the first time I saw it. And that was the first thing that came to mind is, oh my God, I didn't know I could get a scooter in that little sucker.
No.
So
I don't think they're going for that market.
I love a balcony cabin. We'll take an ocean view. Yeah, Bonnie doesn't agree with us on insides. I had no problem at all with insides.
I love them. Brilliant.
I mean, what do you do in the cabin? You sleep.
Yeah.
And the thing about an ocean view, you can look out, but I mean, hell, I can't take any pictures out of it because it distorts the pictures. So if I'm going to take a decent picture, I've got to be on the deck, where I'm shooting into the air, not through glass.
Yeah, I will only if it's very slightly more expensive than an inside. Very slightly. Then I'll upgrade, but it has to be.
Yeah, that's one. I did a deal of the day this morning, and the ocean view was, I want to say it was like $40 more.
Then
that's
just
okay. So that's not bad. So Bonnie says, when I was on the Westerdam, I was with an 80-year-old lady with scooter and oxygen. Wow. Yeah, I haven't had to go the oxygen route yet, thank goodness. I mean, after 56 years of smoking, it's probably right around the corner, Bonnie.
Wow.
Bonnie says she would sleep for 7 days if I was in an inside cabin. No, you wouldn't. You get up and you go to breakfast like you always do. Just maybe you're not, the sunshine's not ruling you. So anyway. So, all right. Emma, thank you so much for doing this, as always.
It's nice to chat to you.
And I hope you will be very successful with your cruise academy. I have no idea where the feedback audio was coming from earlier. It's gone now.
It's gone and nothing has changed.
And I didn't change anything. You haven't changed anything, and it's gone.
Good.
So, and Brat the Cat's no longer with me, so I can't blame him. And maybe it was Tina Turtle had maybe something to do with it.
Llama.
I don't but yeah, there's your llama up there. So, I regularly talk to Tina on my news show in the morning. Yep. So, anyway, well, listen, Bonnie. Bonnie's in the chat room. Yeah, she's your administrator, one of your administrators on Cruising Isn't Just for Old People.
Couldn't do it without her. She's awake when the rest of us are asleep.
Right.
She's my
she has many times has approved something silly that I've said to you, because I say something to you when you're asleep. I realize that. So.
Yeah, she's the night watch.
Yeah. All right, Miss Emma. Good luck with your academy.
Thank you.
Good luck with that fabulous video, and thank you for letting me do our little get together on the video. I hope that might bring you a viewer or two, which would be great.
Thank you very much.
And we shall do this again sometime soon.
Yes, we will.
All right, Emma, thank you so much. All right, guys, that's going to wrap us up today with Chillie Chats with Emma Teace from Cruising Isn't Just for Old People and Cruising by Emma. Check down in the description below, folks. I'll have links to Emma's video. I'll have links to Emma's group. I'll have links to everything down there so you can follow it and get to see Emma. So that's it for today. This is Chillie, the Fat Travel Guy. We'll see you next time. I hope you've enjoyed Chillie Chats and will join us next time as we discuss various facets of the travel and cruise industry. This broadcast was produced by Chillie's Cruises and hosted by me, Chillie Falls.